I'm possessed with catching sailfish because it is the premier game fish of Florida Keys. It's hunting. It's my kind of hunting. I don't go in the woods. I don't like chiggers. I don't like ticks. I love sight fishing for sails.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Rodger.
I've not figured out why Scott Walker likes sailfish so much. He will spend countless hours sailfishing when they're not around.
I'm possessed with catching sailfish because it is the premier game fish of Florida Keys. I've got 35 years invested in fishing here, chartering, tournament fishing, private running of boats, and it is the one fish that everyone says, I want to catch today.
The characteristics of a sailfish that Scott is so addicted to is hard to pinpoint. I don't know if it's the eat, because he eats usually very visual, and he gets excited and he loves to watch that feed.
Catching sailfish in the Keys is unique because we usually do it live baiting. We're not trolling. The techniques are drifting and kite fishing. So there's no whitewater. When the fish arrives behind your bait, it's all visual.
Yeah, I don't know what it is specifically, but boy, he sure does like the sailfish.
It's hunting. It's my kind of hunting. I don't go in the woods. I don't like chiggers. I don't like ticks. I love sight fishing for sails. Me and Steve set off the other day to go sail fishing. The wind was blowing. It's the first cold front of the year. We had everything we needed. We had kite baits. We had chum. When I say chum, we had live pilchards. Like, I'm getting ready to put up 4 kites, 17 baits, and give her everything I got.
So kite fishing is basically where the bait is suspended from a clip that's connected to the kite, and its presentation is just as perfect as it can be. It's literally, the hook is in the back of the bait is suspended right on the surface of the water, making commotion, and there's no leader in the water. It's actually the best presentation possible.
When you get your kites right, you're going to catch more sailfish than any other way. And I know that some days the kites aren't working and you catch one just because he swam back to the boat. But if I'm going to be tournament fishing, charter fishing, and I need to put a meat on the deck, the kites have to be right, and I have no problem with that.
Besides being the perfect presentation, it's the spread, right? The bigger footprint you got, the more bites you're going to get, and what that does is it really widens that brush, right? So the bigger that brush is to put that bait out there, if a sailfish sees it, he's going to eat it, and that's the whole goal is just trying to get a spread out to where you can get some bites. Yes, sir.
That's how you do it. And feed him.
He was picky too, buddy.
Yeah.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Simrad, go with confidence. Bubba, the ultimate lifestyle. Sea Deck, your boat deserves Sea Deck. Waypoint. By Yamaha, reliability starts here. And by Ameritrail. Hawks Cay Resort. Power Pro. And Costa.
When we had the kites up, fishing was a little tough at first. The first spot was loaded with barracudas, and it was as fast as we could get a bait on, they're getting cut off, and then retying hooks, steady, stay steady. But then after we moved to the next spot, Steve started working a little bit of the mid-depths with a jig and just a live bait.
It's always good to fish the bottom, and just to bend the rod, and that's what we kind of do. We try to always make sure whether we're just working a butterfly jig or if we're running a sinker, an old fish finder rig with a leader, because you never know what you stumble across. You catch mutton snappers, cobias, heck, Who knows? You can even catch a sailfish with a sinker. So cover the whole spectrum. You know, get the spread out with the kite, fish the bottom, a couple flat lines. You know, if you're out there, you might as well give it every attempt you got to get it done. I got to get it by all the sharks I told you we've been marking.
They all disappeared. They went chasing after it.
They all went straight down to that,
they
to the ruckus.
They did, oh boy.
It's gonna jump.
You got a bonita?
Cobia on the shark. Might be a keeper.
He's a little on the short side. It's a nice cobia, but
Short side.
yeah, they got 32 inches, man.
Here, I'll grab it. Watch that big old sinker, cuz. It'll knock you out.
200-foot cobia.
Well, that confirms my theory about sharks following the boat.
Oh, heck yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Because that's where he was. He was hanging out. He was,
Talking about how many sharks following us, and you know he was with them.
he's hanging out with the sharks. You know that. That's what they do. Got a little nick on his tail.
You gonna play with the big dog? He might nip at you every now and then.
Little baby cobia. About to drop him on the deck. Let me try to get him here. There we go.
Man, I didn't tell you, cobia fishing in Maryland was crazy this summer. Never done that before.
Well, you always want to put a bottom rod while you're
Yeah, you got
kite
to.
fishing. You never know what you're gonna get, you know?
Black grouper, mud, cobia. Cobia. I'm gonna take a few minutes and I'm gonna make some fresh street tacos with the mutton throats we cut the other day. We'll start off, I got the green eggs set up as a grill and an oven with a deflector plate. We have two beautiful mutton throats. This is the piece that always gets thrown away when you throw the whole carcass overboard, but it's over an inch thick of just prime ribeye mutton meat. So we're gonna take these and just give them a little bit of olive oil just to hold the seasoning on. We're gonna dust them with some spice. It's a little fajita style. Not too much, we can add more after. I'm gonna place these right on the grill grate. Scales down, right alongside. I wanna make a little street corn. We're gonna have a really nice little lunch here in about 25 minutes. Stick the tongs in there. This fish is cooked all the way through. We're just gonna pull it, let it sit for a minute. Look at that. Now all we gotta do is pull the meat off the bones, and we can start building our tacos. Just gonna take these big chunks of throat meat, no bone, never used a muscle in their entire lives. It's just the sweetest meat ever. One throat will easily make half a dozen tacos. I did 2. Got a little lime juice. Save the rest. All right, little more seasoning. I'm gonna set that back in the green egg while we finish the corn. The corn's ready. I'm gonna put the street sauce on it, and while that's happening, we're gonna make 2 crispy taco shells. Ready to go. So let me pull out a couple of these. This little street corn sauce, it's mayonnaise, cilantro, chili powder, lime juice, and a little bit of cumin. Let that sit on there. Make it look pretty, a little fresh cilantro. Okay, we're gonna take some of our fish here. I'll take this to the fish. Now we're gonna hit it with a little bit of green salsa. Just pickled some cabbage, a couple jalapenos. Shoot, this is not for you. I'm gonna finish it with some fresh crema, Mexican sour cream. Fresh cilantro and lime. There's fresh fish, throat tacos, and street corn, all made on the green egg. Total cooking time, 20 minutes. Prep time, maybe 20.
Can't get enough Into the Blue? Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hashtag us in some of your big fish photos, and we'll feature you as Fan of the Week. See you there. How many reels do you have in your garage that just don't work like they used to? You know, the day you bought them. Well, what we're trying to do here at Shimano is we're trying to have an internally smooth reeling system. And we can do that through the fact that we are the only ones who can do cold forage gears. You know, Shimano's goal is to have eternally smooth reeling. And how do we get there? Well, we get there through Hagane. And what Hagane is when we take a single piece of aluminum and we cold forage that into a gear that is just absolutely perfect. I don't want to get too techie because I'm not a techie guy, but cold forge is when they take a piece of raw aluminum and they stamp it down into the shape of the gear they need. What that does is the precision is perfect. We've looked at these under microscopes and the gears, the teeth come together. It's amazing how perfect. You can have a die casted where you melt a product and you pour it in a mold. You can machine something where you take a drill and you tear up this piece of metal to make a gear. None of those things give you what a cold forage gear will give you, which is just this perfect precision stampage where they come together and everything is smooth. The second thing that affects a reel is the body, right? Because the body houses all the gears, and if that thing has any kind of torque or flex, it's going to get those gears on, misaligned, and they're going to fail. So this body, the Hagane body, is all metal, super rigid, super strong to handle the most power that you can't believe that these reels are putting on fish nowadays. Some of these drag pressures are up to 40 pounds, and even higher. And the Hagane can withstand anything we're throwing at it, right? It has an impact resistance, whether you drop it, whether it hits the gunnel, whether you're riding through 20-mile-an-hour winds and 7-foot seas. With the Hagane system, you're gonna get exactly what's advertised, eternally smooth reeling. And for us, what that means is these reels will last day in and day out, and you're gonna put a lot of fish in the boat. The thing about sailfishing is that, you can do everything right, but if the fish is not there, the fish aren't there. It's funny because we flew them kites like crazy. And we encountered all kinds of stuff, barracudas, and I think we got a cobia on the bottom maybe, and bonitas or whatever the case may be. But the funny thing is if they're not there, they're not there. And then we make a move, and we don't even get the kites up yet, and we're putting out a flat line, and then we hook a sailfish 8 feet from the boat.
Sailfish on me.
Sailfish,
right here.
Sailfish.
I got a bite. I got a sailfish. I need a little belly hook bait, Stevie.
I got wire.
I got his
here.
attention. Just give me a belly hook bait.
Yeah, let me just trade your bait out. He ate that one immediately.
There's a rod ready to go right there.
There's one with wire on it, and there's one with no hook on it.
No, go right above you. Here he comes again. Here he comes again. Right here.
No eyeball.
Right there. He's ready.
Open your bell.
I'm ready. And feed him. Oh, didn't like that.
Hold on. He's coming around.
Come on.
Let me eat it.
He's circling down on it.
Dude,
Give me another one.
How is he eating the freebie?
Give him another one. Give him another one. Throw him another one. There we go.
Dude, he's all over that. What's going on? The world's smartest sailfish you got right there or what?
I need another bait. He won't eat this one. I'll keep his attention though. All right, that's the cast. All right, he ate it. I got him.
Don't lose him, Scotty. Yes, sir.
That's how you do it. Hand feed him.
He was picky too, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, tight on the anchor, buddy.
Good job.
Oh, yeah.
Little guy, too.
Perfect. He ate one too many.
It's weird that he could see that leader. What pound test leader is that?
A little fish of 30 and a little teeny 4.0 hook.
So he could see that 30.
Yeah. There he is. Come on this way. Come back this way. Come on.
Rig me up a rod in case another one shows up.
Yeah. That size, they're usually in packs, you know?
Yeah.
Like schoolie dolphins.
I think he's really excited that he gets to catch one, but I think that he deserved to catch it on the kite. It's funny that he works so hard at getting those kites up, and then we catch that fish on a flat line right next to the boat. But bless his heart, man, he's a little engine that could, you know. He keeps going and going. And, you know, we do get bites on the kite, so you can't knock it, you know, but it's a little funny, a little laugh or chuckle in my mind when I see the fish bite next to the boat after he's worked so hard getting those kites up.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Scales, every degree of water. Yeti, built for the wild. West Marine, for your life on the water. And by Shimano. Big Pine Key. Nikon. Ocean's Edge Resort and Marina. And by Spear One Charters.
He turned this way, Steve. Hold on.
He's coming?
Yeah. With the right tackle, which we always have. It's just a matter of working with your drag. The drag is preset, and you can crank down on it, but the fish can take off in a second and break it off. And it's just as easy to use pressure on the side of the spool with your thumb, forefinger, or however you want to handle it. Just adding a little extra pressure. I can let go real quick on the side of the spool. Wait, my drag's still loose, but I'm adding a little more drag just by feel. As long as the rod's got a little bend in it, I don't have to worry about the fish taking off quicker than I can take my fingers off. Got the length of this pole to give me a little shock in case he takes off quick. That way, just tightening your drag is not always the right thing to do. Keep it light, and just add a little extra with your fingers. That is how you do it. Got Bonita's doing triple lindies, sailfish, swimming. They're on these little fry, little glass minnow looking things. Oh, you know it. I got the rig right in the box behind you. Twist on that 50-pound rig. Just need a blood knot. There we go. I like it we don't have time to bother with the kite, Stevie boy. That was the last spot.
I mean, I put you on a bunch of nice barracudas this morning.
It was a good start to the day.
I told you to be patient.
Every
And it
now
would be
you
a
just,
sail.
every now you just got to make a little wiggle.
And the sail swam right up to you, buddy.
Sometimes you just got to go with what you got. I think I can see the leader. Yeah, there he is. There he is. Come on. Come on. We're going to let you go. You told me you were going to take me sail fishing. I thought we were just going to have 2 sails today. Sail out, sail in. Here we go. Hooked up.
What else you do when it's blowing 20? Sailfish, right?
You know it. That's why we're in the Keys. The winter is here. You want to grab this leader, that'd be awesome.
What side are we going to do it over here?
He's swimming around the boat one more time. Oh, here he goes. Come on. Right where he hooked him. Right where it all started. Nice. There he is.
Nice, buddy.
What a great.
Didn't even make me chase him.
I know. But you know that braid, you get a lot on. It's just a matter of how confident you are in your leader.
Well, that's the deal, man.
And this one I did not
Max Quattro, man. That 25% diameter.
Yeah, there it
Center
is.
diameter. Put that much more line on there.
Boom, there's my release.
Put that much more line on there, and we catch him right here on the
Deadboat.
hook. Deadboat him.
Love it. Been a long time since I've done that, I tell you.
Deadboated one?
Oh yeah. Nice 25 pounder. Come around. I'm gonna let you go. Get that hook out of you. Right in the corner of the mouth.
I like that new Therese rod, bro.
Really nice. Really nice. It's got way more tip action, but it's stronger. All right. Thank you, Mr. Sailfish. Come on, buddy. We're gonna let you go. It's right there. That's one little, the barb's holding it.
All right, there
All
it is.
right, thank you. Well, you get a fresh leader on here.
Good job, Scotty.
Check that out, Stevie. That little 4.0, a piece of 25 pound, beautiful thing.
I'm gonna let him go.
All right, man. All right. Hands all right?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. All right. Just because they're big fish doesn't mean you need big hooks. Little 4.0 circle hook works every time. Match the size of the hook to the size of the bait. Don't worry about what size of the fish it is. All right, no more fun to be had. We got to get back at it tomorrow.
Scotty says that's a wrap. We got the bait.
We'll be back.